I know that this isn't quite a Toontown video, but I still wanted to cover it because it's still involved majorly in part in Toontown's history. Disney Interactive is/was a division established by Disney with the concept of publishing computer and video game console software. So let's start with its history. In December 1994, Disney announced plans to establish this division with an initial staff of about 200 newly hired employees. It formally went underway in mid-1995. Over the course of nearly 2 decades, several specific units were created that make up the division in its entirety. On August 23, 1995, Disney Interactive formed their first unit within their division called Disney Online. This unit was created with the goal to create and manage numerous websites that would provide entertainment, bring in revenue, and create a structure for Disney websites. They launched websites and services like Disney Store and the Disney Daily Blast in 1997. Disney Daily Blast was a subscription-based daily content website aimed at younger viewers. Now, stopping here to take a note, even though it's extremely early into the Disney Interactive life, you can see right here that a reoccurring theme starts to happen. In just a year or two, the Disney Daily Blast had turned into Disney Club Blast, and then again by 2001 had been rebranded to just simply Disney Blast. And by 2007, it was known as Disney Game Kingdom Online, which was eventually shut down for good on August 15, 2011. It seems to be apparent that they dealt with issues and constantly had to reinvent themselves trying to become successful and never really made it last. Disney Online also launched Dig.com, the Disney Internet Guide, which was a child-friendly web directory in June of 1998. That closed down just 1 year later as they shifted their focus onto other projects. Disney Online also launched and purchased numerous other websites, directing them towards mothers or families. They had a mom and family portfolio consisting of these sites: Amazing Moms, Disney Family, Babble, Baby Zone and Parent Zone, Family Fun, Fun School, iParenting, Caboose, Spoonful, and Zeeks. Out of all 11 of these websites listed, only one really still exists, that being babble.com, which is a blogging site for mothers. This sequence again showing more failure at keeping a strong, broad online presence. Disney Online also purchased Take 180, a YouTube channel that produced creative content such as skits or shows. This never seemed to work out for them and was effectively shut down in 2012. Yet another blunder, and quite possibly the biggest or most notable one that Disney Online faced, was the Go network. In 1998, Disney registered Go.com and eventually purchased the at the time popular search engine InfoSeek. They put these resources together with Disney Online to try and create a giant company and brand-wide portal linking website that would link and be the hosting service for their big brands, including ABC News, ESPN, and all of the Disney websites, with the included function of serving as a search engine as well. Initial results were unsuccessful again. By 2001, they practically completely shut down the project. They fired 400 staff members and removed their internal search engine, instead opting to include a search engine from another website called GoTo.com, which was eventually purchased by Yahoo. By 2013, with the Go network being a complete failure, Disney decided to call it quits on the Go branding entirely. It just never worked out and seemed to drag on for quite a while. The original portal was eventually remodeled into just a simple landing page. The Disney Online unit still operates and manages major pages like Disney.com and their stores, but you can see repeated failure at massive cost over almost 2 decades. Now let's look at another unit of the Disney Interactive division. Disney Interactive Studios, being another unit, has been producing and publishing games since the late 80s. It was known as Walt Disney Computer Software until being merged into Disney Interactive, eventually being created into a unit called BUENA VISTA Games, most notable for being a part of the Kingdom Hearts series alongside Square Enix. That was renamed in 2007 to Disney Interactive Studios. Disney Interactive have had their fair share of successes in game publishing, designing, and distributing, most notably being the sole distributor for the Kingdom Hearts series. They're also well known for publishing, developing, and distributing many movie and TV show licensed games over the years for Disney. However, again, the company showed signs of what happened to the Disney Online unit. By 2008, the studio had started to become unprofitable, and it was reported that from 2008 to 2012, the studio had lost more than $200 million per year. Losing all of that money of course came with its own consequences. The studio had numerous divisions that they had acquired working for them, including GameStar, which they acquired in 2009, and Rocket Pack, which is an HTML5 based game engine company that they acquired in 2011. They had many more divisions as well, but with the net losses piling up each year, they closed down almost all of them. They had Propaganda Games, which they had formed in 2005, but was shut down in 2011. They had BLACKROCK Studio, which they acquired in 2006, but was shut down in 2011. They had Junction Point Studios, which was acquired in 2007, shut down in 2013, WIDELOAD Games, which was acquired in 2009, shut down in 2014, and Fall Line Studios, which was merged with their other division, Avalanche Software. Avalanche Software was shut down recently on May 10th, 2016. In the midst of many of the studios shutting down, their at the time co-president John Pleasance made the decision to step down from his role at Disney Interactive Studios in 2013. Disney Interactive Studios launched Disney Infinity in 2013, hoping that the toy line and game would bring back revenue. And it did, initially. But again, other sections of Disney Interactive, notably the mobile game section of their games, started showing decreased revenue as well as having little to no successes with published or developed console games. Going in another direction now though, with the Disney Interactive unit is the Disney Online Studios unit. Disney Online Studios were in charge of developing and managing games that were computer-based online multiplayer games, notably Toontown Online, Pirates of the Caribbean Online, Pixie Hollow, Virtual Magic Kingdom or VMK for short, and Club Penguin. With the other units of Disney Interactive showing losses, cuts and redirections of focus were made to other branches, and Disney Online Studios were no exception. They shut down Virtual Magic Kingdom in 2008 as it was labeled simply a promotion. It had lasted 3 years and several years longer than intended. Toontown Online, Pirates of the Caribbean Online, and Pixie Hollow were all shut down in 2013. Citing that they were shifting their focus to mobile gaming and their Club Penguin game. There were also concerns that the profitability of these games were dwindling and was a factor in their closure. Additionally, it was announced in 2013 that Star Wars Attack Squadrons was going to be published by Disney Interactive, but was shut down after an unsuccessful beta period. By 2014, Disney Interactive as a whole laid off 700 employees, cutting them severely from their Disney Online Studios, Disney Online, and Disney Interactive Studios units. The last remaining hopes for Disney Interactive at this point was surviving off of the games it could publish and distribute, hoping that Disney Infinity and their toy line would continue to sell and be a positive game for the company. Mobile gaming was another main source of hope. Disney Interactive have constantly been producing mobile games and apps and keep seeking to be a strong presence in the mobile world. The last main source for Disney Interactive is Maker Studios. In 2014, Disney purchased Maker Studios for $500 million, $950 million if milestones were met. This continues to be a dominant force online that manages many major YouTube channels. In 2015, Disney Interactive was merged with Disney Consumer Products to become Disney Consumer Products and Interactive Media. Maker Studios CEO Courtney Holt was placed in charge of Disney Interactive. The last effort to try and rejuvenate the Disney Interactive branch, however, it would not be very successful. Showing a lack of growth in markets, by May 2016, Disney ultimately made the decision to end Disney Infinity and Avalanche Games, the studio that had developed it. The company then shut down all self-publishing efforts, costing them $147 million in affected earnings. And so here we are. It's unknown how much the Interactive division is still operating in existence with the Consumer Products division, but from the history of it, you can see the disappointing results. Here's a brief overview of the Disney Interactive units to date. Disney Interactive Studios: loss in profit, firing of staff, and the closing of 5 of their studios. They'll continue with Kingdom Hearts 3 as a distributor, but it is assumed that they'll cease game development and publishing for other games. Disney Online Studios shifted its outlook, closed 5 out of the 6 major games that operated, and had massive staff cuts around the unit. It still continues to operate solely on projects like Club Penguin, but even that is showing signs of slowing down. Disney Online never caught on with its own projects like the Go Network, Disney Blast, and most of their family-based websites all being closed or discontinued. Massive net losses and shutdowns across the board led to many staff being fired. And Disney Mobile, still operating and having some success, but seeing reduced revenue as the mobile market is starting to shrink and the Facebook and social media gamers start to disappear. Disney continues to make strategic moves to counteract this though, by teaming up with big mobile gaming brands. Lots and lots happened over the course of nearly 2 decades, but specifically, a lot occurred that ultimately not only led to the closure of Toontown Online and its sister games, but to the closure of many units, divisions, studios, websites, and projects. The history behind Disney Interactive is unfortunate and disappointing, but it goes to show that not everything is meant to work out. Disney tried their best at showing up and being a strong presence in available markets, and they had success in several places, but the reoccurring theme for them was that if it did manage to find success, it never really seemed to last long for them and eventually led to possible disastrous results. I hope this video was interesting to you. It took a lot of research, but it was a subject that really fascinated me. When I saw that Disney Interactive was shutting down Disney Infinity for good, I wanted to learn about how and why Disney Interactive just went down so much over the years, and I hope this might solve some curiosity for people. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Do you like what you see? Want to help me in making videos just like this one? Help support me and my videos by joining my Patreon. It's a funding website designed to allow YouTube creators just like me to gain support to be able to produce videos regularly. So if you enjoy my videos, it would mean the world to me if you could lend a hand to help me make more. I want to thank you all for watching my videos, I want to thank you all for the support, and I'll see you in my next video.